A close ally of Deputy President William Samoei Ruto, somebody very close to him, has come out in strong support of the BBI. And to make matters more interesting, this particular character is already campaigning to win a political seat in that same county, the Deputy President's county, in the 2022 general elections. And this man is a smart politician, although he's new to politics. So what is going on here? Does he know something we don't know? Or what is he really up to? Because we have already seen the Baringo County reject the BBI, and we expect most of the Rift Valley to do the same, including Uasin Gishu. So what is this man doing, swimming against the tide? At best, he should have just kept quiet, or so many people think. However, there's more to this story than meets the eye, and I explore all that in my show today. Karibu sana and enjoy. Buzeki, whose real names are Bundotich Kiprop, would have easily won the governorship of Uasin Gishu County in the 2017 elections, had the current governor, Jackson Mandago, not done some very drastic things, political things, other things not political, desperate measures. I believe desperate times calls for desperate measures, as they say. That is quite a sensational story, captured in videos I did at the time, which are still on this channel. But the main thing here is that this is a popular political figure within the Uasin Gishu area. Somebody who managed to get a lot of support right across the county. And even now is campaigning very hard ahead of the 2022 elections, in order to win the governorship of Uasin Gishu County, the home county of Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. Now, this politician, who is clearly quite popular on the ground, has been telling constituents, prospective voters, some very interesting things. And recently, what he has been telling the people, he has told the press, or rather he made the remarks where the press were able to capture them. He is urging the people of Uasin Gishu, this county is going to very shortly vote for or against the BBI. He is urging the people to separate, Deputy President William Samoei's bid for the presidency in 2022, separated completely and very far from the BBI. Why? Because if the BBI is passed, he sees the county benefiting enormously. Those are his words, not mine. Benefiting how? They will have an additional allocation of 300 million from the National Treasury. And not only that, they'll also be able to get 3 more brand new constituencies. Now, this development is very fascinating politically, because we know for a fact that the Deputy President must be very popular in his own home county. That one you cannot deny. And therefore what Buzeki is saying is, vote for the Deputy President, let's fight for him to win the presidency, but at the same time, let us pass the BBI. Why? Because the BBI will benefit us. Yeah. The BBI will help us development-wise. Now, of course, the biggest risk there is to anger supporters of the deputy president, who may not want to know. Yeah, and this is very common in politics. Sometimes voters get so angry that they vote out a very development-conscious politician. Let me give you a quick story. Back in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, there was a politician, called Jackson Mulinge. Jackson Mulinge used to be in the army. Yeah, he used to be the chief of general staff of the Kenya Army in those days. But after retirement, he dived into politics. And he was very development conscious. Yeah. He pushed a lot of development projects. Yeah, he personally financed many others. And so one day, the voters got angry with him. Yeah. And he was vying for the Kangundo parliamentary seat, against a man called Paul Ngei. And Jackson Mulinge came to address voters and started pointing out to them the development he had brought. And he started with the road. Look at this tarmac road. Yeah, you know very well I initiated it. I pushed for it. I got it done. The response of the people in the Kamba language, Osa. Now that means take it with you. Yeah, what they were telling him is, yes, you brought this development, we don't deny, but just take that road which you brought to us, pack it in your suitcase, and go. We don't want you. And Mulinge, vying for that parliamentary seat, pointed out various other development projects, and every time he got the same answer from the very enraged voters. Osa, take it with you. You see, politics involves humans, and humans are subject to human nature, which sometimes tends to be more emotional than intellectual. So that voters can say, yes, this is a perfect candidate for us, he'll bring us a lot of development, but we don't want him, we don't like him. Atutaki, atukupendi. That's very normal in politics, worldwide. Indeed, I believe it happened very recently in the most developed economy in the world, when they had an election, the United States of America. So this latest development puzzles me, because Buzeki is clearly taking a very big risk, a very big political risk, because what he's saying is true. However, the people of Uasin Gishu could easily respond, take your BBI and go. We don't like the BBI, and because now you seem to like it, we no longer like you. That can very easily happen. And it gets very interesting. You see, Buzeki has a very interesting background, because the way he came into politics is that he was brought into politics by Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. At one point, the two were very close. And the whole idea of the Deputy President was to bring in Buzeki to remove Jackson Mandago from being governor of Uasin Gishu. Now, you may not like the Deputy President, but let us stick to the truth and the facts. Normally, people who the Deputy President brings in to politics usually have access to very good political strategy and good political strategists and advisors. Even though they are rookies, beginners in politics, you will notice right across the country that these people tend to fit in very quickly. They hit the ground running. And within a very short time, they start looking like they've been in politics forever. And that's because of the groundwork, the strategies these politicians are given to work with. So, number one, Buzeki and the Deputy President were once bosom buddies, very close. Number two, even if they are no longer friends, you can be sure that Buzeki still uses the best strategies, political strategies, that money can buy. Which means he would not make a stupid mistake. Or rather, it's unlikely that he would make a careless, reckless move. Very unlikely. And so we are forced to conclude that this must be a very calculated risk Buzeki has taken. And maybe, just maybe, he has some information that the rest of us don't have. Only time will tell. Please remember to like this video if you've enjoyed it. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.